I'm Danny. I'm really excited to share our latest project with you, an app that we've been working on, which is an expense manager application. I worked on this alongside my teammates Joshua and Thong. When we started brainstorming ideas, we kept coming back to the same problem. Managing personal finances is something that a lot of people struggle with. So we set out to build something that makes tracking expenses, budgeting, and understanding where your money goes a lot easier. The expense manager helps with that through features such as simple expense tracking, easy to use budgeting tools, clear visual reports of your spending, and real time updates on your balance.
Now I'll give you a quick overview of how we designed the system behind Expense Manager. We built the app using four main components. First is our data manager management layer. We chose SQLite for our database since lightweight and reliable. We also use singleton pattern to manage access to the data, and we made sure it's thread safe to for so everything stays consistent and accurate. Next, we have our business logic layer. This includes three main parts: the budget manager for handling budgets, the transaction manager for recording expenses and income, the chart manager for generating the visual reports. Then comes the presentation layer. We follow the MVC design pattern and use storyboard based layouts to keep everything clean and consistent across different screens. That way, the app stays user friendly and easy to navigate. Lastly, we have integration layer, which connects all the pieces together. It handles things like syncing data, showing real-time updates, and leave room for future features.
Hi, my name is Tom. I'm going to present iOS technologies that we use in our apps. To build Expand Manager app, we use a few key iOS tools and framework. For the UI, we use UI Kit. We build transaction list with UI table view and use UI collection view for showing budget category. Also, layout help us make sure the app look good and work well with different screen size. For storing data, we went with SQLite. We create our own wrapper class to make working with the database smoother and more efficient. We also use charting tool to have visualize the data in real time, so user can easily see their spending habits and make better financial decisions. Problem we encounter, of course, when building the apps came with its own challenge. One of the biggest one it was performance. We want the app to stay fast and even with a lot of transaction data. We also had to fine tune how we handle database query and real-time updates. Another problem we encounter is how transaction work with budgets. Since when user added transactions, it need to update the budget spend. And how about when user update a transaction, we also need to update the spend of that category as well. And another challenge was user experience. We wanted the app to have a powerful feature, but not feel overwhelming. Finding the right balance took time and testing. And lastly, when working with a team, brought its own learning curve, keep code consistent, communicating clearly, and documenting things properly. All help us stay on track and be more productive.
Looking ahead, we've got some exciting ideas for where we want to take our expense manager. We're looking to add cloud sync to users can access their data across devices. We've also thinking about using machine learning to give users personalized budget tips based on their habits. We might switch to our UI to Swift UI for more modern and flexible design. Widget kit is also something we're exploring so users can see their balance or spending info right from their home screen. And of course, improving security and biometric login is a top priority. We also want to add more customization for reports, smarter notifications, and maybe even social features to share budget goals with others.
All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to demo the application. So on the main screen is our dashboard. The dashboard is going to show the total balance, the positive and the negatives, positives as in income, negatives as in expenses. Below, we can see a graphical interface that is portraying the data of our income expenses. So if we would like to add transactions, we just have to navigate to the transaction view. And as you can see, there's already some data here, but I'm gonna go ahead and add some more data. Let's say we can add title as food for the month, and we're gonna set a budget of $700. The date today will be April 14th, and we can even set a time. And this is going to be classified as an expense. We have a variety of different categories that we can choose from, in this scenario food, and we could also add a note. So whatever we can write, I'm just going to write anything here for now, and we could save it. And as you can see, it is saved through our SQLite database, and it is being displayed on the transactions page. And also, if we go to the dashboard, we can also see that it is going to be displayed on the dashboard page as well. On the dashboard page, we also added a feature if we'd like to clear the data. So all we have to do is press clear data, and it's going to prompt the user if they'd like to clear the transactions and budget data. And it also gives a warning that this cannot be undone. I'm just going to go ahead and clear everything, and the database has been wiped. So now nothing exists in our dashboard. So for our budget, so we can also set budgets for the month. I'm going to set a budget of, let's say, $3,000, and we also can set a spent amount. In this scenario, I'm just going to add, let's say we spent 600 out of that 3,000, and we're going to have a budget for food. So we're going to save that, and the budget manager is going to show the percentage of money that we've spent within our total budget, in this case 20%. And yeah, that is our application. So in conclusion, that's our expense manager. Our goal was to make managing money a lot easier and more accessible for everyone. We think it's a great starting point, and we're excited about where we can go from here. Thank you.